Hello everybody, I am super excited today to be opening the Let's Resin bubble remover machine. The reason I bought one of these is because I have had trouble getting bubbles out without using a lot of alcohol, and when I use the air purifier it just turns totally red, so I'm going to try to eliminate using alcohol so much. And another reason is because I had a major flash cure. I did a hand mold, and that's on another video, you can see that, and it was a little bit thick, so I was doing a flag inside of it, and I didn't want to show the bubbles because I didn't put any colors in it. It was just plain clear resin, and I was trying to get the bubbles out of the cup, and then I heated in the cup, and then I heated in the mold. Long story short, I had a flash cure, so I got this hoping to help with bubbles. I've already did a lot of research on it. This one is kind of like an upgraded one. It has where the lid, you can put it over it versus some the cup inside. So I didn't want to have to do that. And it's supposed to have like a silicone mat too. My camera isn't very high, so I'm going to bear with me. So this is the manual. And I've already looked through the manual, but I have not opened the box inside. So I just got this. I did read up on the manual and to try to figure out how it works before I try to do this video, but I have not used it. So basically what it's telling you is it's automatically going to have 5 minutes on it, but you can turn the time up to 15 minutes. There's an auto timer up to 15 minutes, 0 to 15 minutes. So basically it just comes with extraction manual, adapter, which is the cord, and the remover. So let's put it together. It does say now not to use really thick resin, which I have been using, and I'm going to switch brands. I've been using this Aluminite clear cast epoxy. Hope you can see that. And I don't know if it's just because my room, I don't think it has to do totally with my room, but the resin is thick. And kind of gooey. So it says not to use really thick resin, but boy, they sure got this packaged. All right. Okay, so I'm not sure what's in here. This was at the top. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, I guess you don't have to do that. Turn it upside down. So this is the glass container. So this is the glass container, looks like. And that's for the top. This must be... Oh, this is the charger, or the cord. All right, so there's nothing else in there but the cord, and then that was the glass in there. So let's put this aside. I also went ahead and mixed some resin. I did 2 parts. So what we're going to do today is a time lapse of, see, lots and lots of bubbles in both of these. One of these is going to go in the machine. Actually, I probably won't even do a time lapse. I'm going to put one in the machine and one on the side to look at, to see how the bubbles do. Like I said, this is thick resin. So inside here is the little silicone mat. That's great. And then this is the inside, how it's packaged. You can see that. Just put it upside down here. All right. So this looks like the base. Packaged very well, and that's good for shipping purposes. So it has a handle on it already, so you don't have to put one on there. All right, so this is it. Nothing else. 3 pieces. Well, if you count this. So let's see. I think it said it can fit 3 of these cups. So it looks like it fit 3 of the little 8-ounce cups. What I did is I put part A in here and part A in here. And then I did part B in there and part B in there. In each one of these. And then I mixed them for 3 minutes. That's what I normally do. And I use my handy dandy kitchen timer you've got to get these. These are awesome. This says on with noise, off, or on without the noise. So if you don't want to disturb anybody, you just want to watch it, you just click it. Has minutes and seconds. All right. And everything I use will be in the description of the video. I pray this works because I'm so tired of sitting here heating up my epoxy resin. What I had also made the mistake of doing is putting my resin in warm water. So this has a fast cure time, only 30 to 40 minutes, tack-free in 8 hours. I've demolded these in 4 hours. I mean, it is good resin if you want to get something done quick. But heating it up is not a good idea, in my opinion. All right, so we're gonna go plug this in, and I'm gonna put you slide you over to my other table. So I'm gonna pause you for 1 minute. All right, I've got it somewhat set up here. So I'm gonna put one right here. They're both got lots of bubbles yet, lots and lots, and one on the side. And then we will put the lid on. I do wish it had a little bit longer cord, but it's not too bad. My air purifier came with a really long cord. I love it. So I guess it just sits on there. And I guess they said it already has a, you don't have to have like a vacuum chamber where you have to let the air out and all that. It's supposed to do all that on its own. So let me turn this on. It just says push the button and automatically starts at 5 minutes. Or you can ramp it up. So there's 6 minutes. So let's do 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Now, I don't know where the auto is. Let's see what else. It looks like that's all it does. Alright, so let's do 6 minutes, 30 seconds. And we're going to try to look at both of these. Let me see. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. One by itself and one with the bubble machine. Alright, so we're just going to sit this like this. So this is both equally mixed. And we'll see what 6 minutes does. All right, so this is the one with the bubbles remover machine. And remember I said it said not to use thick resin? Well, both of these are thick. It's hard to tell here. So it almost looks like this cup is actually warm. So it is doing something. I don't tell too much of a difference, so I'm going to put it on for about 5 more minutes and see if that helps. All right, so let's put the lid back on. It does say not to use thicker resin, cold resin. I'm going to put it on 5 minutes and 30 seconds and try it again. Right, you see the bubbles? They are coming to the top, a lot of them. We have 3 seconds left. Let's see what it does. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, so it needed more time. Oh yes, definitely much clearer. I was getting concerned. So I'm gonna make sure I can take that off. I don't want to take it off when it's depressurizing, I guess that's what you call it. Oh, and it's very warm yet. Not too warm. I could still hold it. That's not bad. Let's see at this one. So this one has a lot of foam on top, and this one, if you look, it's hard to tell, but honestly, it did work. So I'm not just saying this, but if you look way at the bottom, there's a lot of micro bubbles inside yet. And remember, I only have a certain amount of working time with this. And here, it's actually really, really clear at the bottom. Like, wow. I heard it was a game changer, but dang, this is awesome. And this is the resin I wasn't supposed to be doing this with. You're supposed to use it with more thinner resin, if that makes sense. But this is the one I didn't do it with. So I'm going to actually put this on here for just for a few minutes, because I'm going to be doing my first clock. So I'm done with this video. I'm going to go ahead and put this resin into my first clock, and that will be my next video. Thank you for watching.